Hello, it's Pastor John. It's good to be with you again here today. I hope your day is going well so far. I want to share a little devotional here this morning and just encourage you a bit. I was reading a few scriptures in the Bible on the testing of God, how God tests his people. And I'll tell you what, it kind of bothered me at first. This thought of being tested, but testing is part of life. It's part of growing up, it's part of education, and God tests us as well. He tested Moses. After that, he sent Moses to test the people of God, the Israelites, before he delivered them. In the New Testament, it talks about how the fiery trial, which is to test us. And in 2 Corinthians 2:9, Paul writes that he may test the people to see if they're obedient in the things that they've learned. So this testing keeps coming up. Old Testament, New Testament, God does that. He tests us. In fact, the greatest test that this world failed was in the Garden of Eden, the test not to eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Yet Adam and Eve ate of that tree, and we're in the situation today because they did not pass that test. In fact, that test revealed that they were not on guard, they weren't preparing, they weren't holding on to what God had said, which is don't stray from each other, watch over each other, watch out for the enemy. He's going to come, he's going to tempt you. And somehow they just kind of let that slip out of their minds and they forgot that. But today we're still being, as God's people, we are still being tested. I think of a ship that has got its scaffolding around it, and they're building up around this ship, and it's getting ready, and it's prepared for the ocean. You don't keep a ship, or you don't make a ship without putting it into the ocean and letting it fight against the waves and be able to push through those waves and stand that test of time in the ocean. It's built for that. And I think God wants to build us for a difficult time ahead, struggles that we might face ahead. Unless we're battle tested, we will not be able to withstand the trial when it comes. And so testing is not bad. Whew, I've come to realize that. I'm going to embrace being tested now so that when the time comes, I will have already been tested and I can withstand the temptation or the trials that are ahead. In fact, God gave us something very important so that we would be able to stand the test when it comes, or the trial when it comes. And that is this, his promises. He has given us precious promises, Peter says, that through these promises we may be partakers of the divine nature. In other words, we can receive of the grace of God and partake of that power, that strength that comes from him to pass each and every temptation that comes our way. And while it doesn't seem like right now we could successfully pass those tests, I can guarantee you that when trials come your way and you see them as tests, that God is preparing you for something stronger, if you could embrace those and learn from those, you will become stronger in your faith. And that is the goal that I have as your pastor, that God would fill you with his Spirit, that you would cooperate with him as he brings these tests into your life, that you would be strengthened by them so that in the future, when the test comes, when the temptation comes, when the trial comes, whatever it is, you may withstand that test because you are leaning on the promises of God. So begin today. Trust in his promises. Embrace the test and let him make you stronger and prepare you for the time that lies ahead. God bless you. May he strengthen you today.